everybody, it's Jenny from the Missouri Star Quilt Company, and I am here today with my husband Ron, and we are standing in front of my design wall. And this is one of the questions I get asked all the time: how do we do this? Now, how we do this is we have him do this, but he can explain that to you so you can in turn do this on your own. Let's go over here to Misty's station. So Misty just recently joined us up here in the studio, and this is her design wall. And Ron is building it, and when you build a design wall for your space, you want it to be a certain size. You want it to fit the space. So this is actually, what is this called, Ron?
The foam insulation board.
The foam insulation board, and you get it like at a lumber yard or Home Depot or Lowe's or someplace like that. And it's foam insulation board, and what's it for? For houses, right?
For houses.
Yeah. Okay, so they come in 4x8 sheets. We're tall, none of us are 8 feet tall. So Ron cuts them down to about 6 feet tall because we really can't reach any further than this. But we had a little bit more space to fill up here. And so he cut another piece off a board and he just seals it with package tape. When you get this to the right size, all he does is just screw it to the wall with, a couple of screws on each side just to hold it on there. And then we're going to cover this with batting and with some flannel, and then he's going to frame the outside. So I'm going to take you over to the other sewing studio because he's got several other design walls over there that are in the process, and you'll be able to see those. So come on, let's go. So here's a design wall over here, and this one has the batting on it. And what Ron does is he just cuts a piece of batting, brings it around the side, and then staples it on with a hand stapler, a staple gun, and puts it over the outside. He's actually working on 3 different design walls here, so he has them set up perfectly for us. So let's go over here. Once you get your batting on it, then you're going to put a piece of flannel on it. Now, we have that grid flannel, but any flannel will work. And over here, we used a large piece of backing flannel. And you're going to lay that over it. And again, you're just going to staple it really close to the edge of the wall. And you can move in here and see really close. Now, for me, I like to choose a type of flannel that's just really kind of boring or, kind of plain, so that when it doesn't take away from whatever you're creating, whatever the design is. So once you get the batting on, your flannel on, you're ready to frame it up on the outside. So Ron buys these boards right here and just cuts them to length. And just like we make a quilt, you're going to put them on the sides first and then on the top and the bottom. So what he's going to do is he's going to take this piece that he cuts the size of the side. With a quilt, we do the same thing. We put the side borders on first, then the top and the bottom. But he cut this, the length of it, and he just screws it. And to 100% honesty, we buy the boards that are already painted. You can get those, and so it makes it really easy. He just chops them off, puts a couple of screws in there, and then puts the bottom. See, down here you can see the bottom. And this side over here as well. This building is one of our buildings that hasn't been redone yet, and so it's in a little bit need of repair, but our girls have to have these design walls. We want them to be able to put their own quilts up on there to show them and to sew them. So anyway, this is a great opportunity for you to learn how and make your own design wall in your own space. Remember, you're going to cut it to fit your space, and it's just so wonderful to have a design wall to create on. And we hope you enjoyed this little tutorial on how to make a design wall from the Missouri Star Quilt Company.